All right. Gotta say I messed that up. I fucked it up really good and proper. So, I don't know if I wasn't paying attention enough. Perhaps I'm distracted because I've got the news going on in the background and I see some asshole like going to war with the entire planet. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bro down for a few minutes before we get into some painting. Because fuck that guy. And all the corrupt bitches around him. In the meantime, if you are watching, I sure appreciate it. We are going to get this down good and awesome. And the whole time making sure that with all the violence I'm about to drop, that I am positively not encouraging any sort of real world violence. This is just a pure expression of frustration. I might have to throw on some video later of some miraculous things coming from AI world creators that I think that most people would find breathtaking if they were to see. But yeah, just making sure that all of my channels are going well, because it counts, baby. And how? Well, and honestly, I accidentally shut everything down, which I don't know how I managed to do that. Just me being awesome and closing in on 50. Honestly, I didn't think I'd see the day. But whatevs, you dig. We's here for all of it. And we're making damn sure that it's had in fine style. And I'm just making sure I'm not going to have any additional noise in the background for myself. Okay. Let's get to what I need to get to. We are continuing campaign to bring the pain. And I'm playing offline because I don't want anybody interrupting my shit. It's mine and mine alone.
3, 2, 1, go, go, go!
Alright, where did I leave off? About to save the day. Oh. Well, there goes that. Oh, well. That's the way to do it, lads. Maybe not. Oh, friggin' MacGyver. Come on, dude. He killed the guy with the man bun. Damn. Alright, I got a good feeling about this. God damn. Oh, now I've got Neo. Oh. You little bastard. They killing people's grandmas and shit? Ash is gonna save you all. Oh, man. They killed me on a scooter. Oh. Well, at least I see how to go about it. Damn your eyes. Shit. Dang. Dang, man. This is perplexing. Dang it. I'm wanting to get through this with friggin' MacGyver. That's like the third time I've got shot in the ass right there. Mind you, I have no skill for video games other than these hack and slashes. And I just fucking died again. Jesus. Is this the key? Is it the bazooka action? Aha. Well, I don't want to go through those. Maybe I won't get shot again. Alright, we got a little army of what's it? What the hell? They were hiding. All these lessons. Alright, Neo. Alright, I guess he's dead. No! Well, Oh, shit. I've made it all of 10 feet. Nope. I guess I'm never going to get smarter at this game. I'm just going to kind of keep ham-fisting it until I make it through by sheer luck. By pluck. Or maybe not. Jesus Christ. You know, this is oddly reminiscent for me of watching Saturday morning cartoons. For some, I don't know what reason. Because oddly enough, I'm old enough to have experienced Saturday morning cartoons. Which makes me probably a good deal older than anybody on Twitch. Anybody else, anyway. Yes. Oh, snap. Espiritu Santo. Oh, dang, you get to use them both at the same time? That is pretty cold. Cold-blooded. What do I got now? Blade. That doesn't seem right. And I just killed myself again. Jesus. I wish I could have been on some of the friggin' voice work in this shit. That would have been insanely fun. Just be on the mic being like, "Oh!" Oh, you killed my dudes. I've got you, bro. All right, Dread. Oh, well, that worked. Dang, dude. I'm getting my ass whooped. Oh, come on, Indy. Already died? Son of a bitch. Well, one more time. God damn. Well, that charging didn't work too well. There we go. Well, no good. Jesus. Alright, let's get out of here. I think my body's added up to a lot more than the bodies I actually killed. Shit. Alright, I'd better stop. I'm supposed to do some artwork. So, yeah, I'm gonna friggin' kill this noise for a minute and come back making artwork instead of doing Broforce, which I'm not sure which I want to do more right now, since it's just so friggin', it's sweet shit. No, I gotta stop myself on this. Oh, it's a boss. It's a boss. I'm dead anyway. Okay. All right. Yeah. Daddy's got to grow up a little bit, even though I'm here friggin' making drawings in the evening and playing video games and shit. So, yeah. I'm just taking a quick intermission while I get my paint stuff out. So I'm going to be out for just a moment. But I want to make sure that, well, that you guys know this will only be a moment. So thank you for waiting. I'll be back in less than 5. I've got all my stuff out already. So awesome. Well, here I am yammering, and I didn't even have my goddamn mic on. So yeah, I was just talking about how I'm probably on the cognitive decline, and that's thoroughly demonstrated. Thoroughly demonstrated by this shit. So, yeah. Thanks to the lurkers who are watching who didn't say nothing. Yeah, I definitely have to get that friggin' stuff that's made from jellyfish they advertise during the day when old people are watching TV. Like me. That's why I get so mad at commercials. So there are too many of them when I'm trying to watch the news. Son of a bitch. Alright. I'm going to get that picture. We're going to start cutting it. Alright. So as you can see, it came out a lot less saturated than it actually is. So I'm going to have to reference the live picture. But it is definitely enough for me to lay down a lot of lines. And makes it so that I can actually see some of the places where the value changes better. So I'm down with that. You guys hear me cutting into this? Just when I have to go this route to show how I'm actually doing something, I feel like I don't know if anybody's seen those 5-minute craft videos where they say, oh, 5-minute craft, but it's actually not a 5-minute craft. I think it's just because it's a 5-minute video, because everything they do is insanely useless. And it takes friggin' forever, and it's just like huge waste of art supplies and materials that they could probably do some worthwhile shit with. Like, I did see one the other day, and this is completely, well, I was just needlessly doom scrolling. But it's this couple, quote unquote couple, where the young lady makes a fella cup her chest, like 2 hands, Janet Jackson style. And she proceeds to make him keep his hands that way. And she has like this weird gauze top thing on. And it's like, oh, you know, we got some spare time. Bullshit. Yeah, so she just does that out of nowhere. Decides she's going to paint like the rubberized molding agent over his goddamn hands that are on her chest. And so this poor sucker has to sit there like that while she's just splurching it on. And then finally he gets to take his hands out, and there's like a perfect mold of the hands. Well, so she makes a goddamn, long and short, she pours plaster or some kind of plastic, you know, something in there. It hardens. They have his hands like this. She paints them fucking gold. She paints the goddamn fingernails black. And oh man, I gotta stop talking about it because I'm getting unexpectedly angry at that shit. Like, somebody actually wasted their time producing this video. Yeah. Perhaps not worth my time. But that's the old tale of ADHD. Try to make somebody with ADHD forget what they saw. Not a chance. The hamster wheel is going. Alright. It's marked frou-frou. Yeah, I don't know if anybody was watching earlier when I was getting my ass whooped by Broforce. But that's a good warm-up. It actually makes me want to do shit. I gotta make sure that this side is going to transfer. I already marked it, so I did already check it. And yeah, that is the good side for transferring. Shoot, it's been sitting out here long enough and abused for long enough that it may not transfer anymore. I may have left it out here just long enough for it to lose all of its integrity. Here, let's go about it like this, shall we? Yes, lads. So yeah, I'm going to tape this bad boy down. Because on the opposite side, we're going to have this picture taped the other way. And I have dogs bugging me for snacks. I can't blame them. I smell delicious. It's Tuesday. I made some pretty psychotic tacos tonight. And just in case anybody thinks they can make them better than me, I think I'll be pretty fucking merciless and say, no, you're gravely mistaken, friend. So yeah, the dogs, they circle up when I smell delicious because they want that pork. I remind them of safe, nice food. Isn't that right, Peaches? Uh-oh. I think that warrants a Chihuahua introduction. Come on. Come on. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I hurted you? I'm sorry. Yeah, this is our old lady. She absolutely panics when I try to clip her nails. She doesn't like her teeth brushed at all. And she's about 10 years old, so she's got just horrible breath. It's deathly. But she's a lady. And she likes to be provoked. Right? Okay. So she's one of my accompaniments when I'm doing this type of shit. She's always ready for the belly rubs and for the snack taken. Well, I think I'm going to have to adjust that a little bit. I want to make sure the eyes are fully in there. because I think that's probably the best feature on this that's going to be in this picture. Gonna have to play Man-Eater by Hall & Oates on this shit. But I can't, that's why I made my own music. Kept getting dinged for copyright infringement or something. Can't remember, that was at least 10 minutes ago, so I don't have any reliable recollection of that shit. But yeah, the little beat playing in the background, that's something that I made on Sonic Pi. So I became so angry when I got dinged for copyright for music that was supposed to be free use. Apparently not. Apparently the algorithm thought otherwise. Alright, so let's see what we're working with. Stylus is going to go to work. And this is just making sure that we've got some very basic, strong guidelines laid down. Because ultimately when I'm painting, these are going to differ a bit. You know, I know a lot of people in painting, they go for exact likeness. With these little paintings that I'm doing, these little 5x7s, that's not really my goal. I'm just trying to keep my skills sharp on these and to produce something that looks good, that the light quality is good, the blending of colors is good, that it's a good composition. You know, ultimately that's what I want out of this. You know, it doesn't have to be a carbon copy. I don't know if that was a pun since I'm using... Well, actually it's not. I'm fucking stupid. I'll stop. Because this is white graphite on these transfer sheets. And it does not show up bigly. You know, there you go. There's one of our favorite words. Not really. Become insanely angry to hear it out loud. But not when I'm drawing, I don't. But it allows for you to lay down great guidelines. They're not going to be something that is going to be very visible, especially since I'm working with by and large acrylics on these. And acrylic paint, well, you know, it covers pretty much anything. You can paint almost endless layers of acrylic paint, covering up mistake after mistake after mistake. Eventually you'll get, you know, to a point where you're looking at something that was about stiff as a 2x4 if you paint too many layers. But yeah, you could pretty much conceivably do a very ghetto 3D print with oh, can't get all of the 5 head, but with acrylic paint. Yeah, you do enough layers of that, it'd probably be strong enough to hold something up. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh no! Did I misplan? Alright, I've got some pretty good tracing there. It's more visible on camera than it is to my eyes. Maybe it's the glasses. But I'll do a quick once over in some certain areas with it. Oh yeah, if we lay the lines in here nice and thick, they will be much easier to see to my normal non-computer eyes. No. Yeah. Well, the dogs are being butts to each other. Pretty normal this time of night, though. Let's see, what are we at? Midnight? Yeah, just about midnight Pacific time. This is when they start wanting to go to bed. And they get upset if I'm not on my way to bed yet. Oh well. You guys are not the boss of me. All right. Enough of this madness. I won't consider this successful at all until I start laying in some color. And that is what I intend to do. It's all about the intent, people. Alright, I don't know why that's so much more intense there. It's kind of a greenish. Why don't we start there? See, I know I had some scratch. We've got some lurkiness going on tonight. See, people are kind of watching. That's alright if you just want to be a casual observer. But if y'all can't hear me, which I can hear myself, I'm looking on the mic, but earlier, being a total jabroni, and I didn't notice that my mic wasn't going. Don't you start. What are you, highly offended? She gets offended. She gets exasperated if she doesn't get her way. Boy. Old lady, what'd you do with my stuff? Shit. I'm losing things. I don't have my best stuff. Alright, I gotta get some water. Yeah, man. Shit. I lost one of my most important ingredients over here. No, I didn't. No, I did not. Good. All right. Back to it. Let's see if I can still blend that. Nope, it's already dry. Damn your eyes. Don't do it. All right, so I've got this stuff that I've already laid down. And so if I get in trouble at all later with not being able to differentiate some of these layers, some of these thingamajigs, color transitions and such, well, I guess I'm gonna have to go to sleep because I just almost dipped my paint into my goddamn drink. That, ladies and gents, is not going to do. It's the unmitigated gall. Jesus. Well, apparently the French president, Mr. Macron, was trying to make sure that nobody could out-pimp him at some meeting today. Made a speech in his aviators. That's interesting. It's like a power move. He's like, I'm here to make an impression, fellas. Sacre bleu. Yosh. Alright. Laying in base colors. Kind of fun. I gotta say I dig it. Because these colors are going to get a lot more intense as we go along. They may get violently intense. But I'm not gonna be upset as long as I've got a little bit of that Bob Ross element about it. And I'll remember that if I can find my fucking paper towels. God damn. Doesn't take much for me to give up on peace. Well, that's a story of me. I'm my own worst enemy. Always misplacing things. I'm the guy that loses everybody else's stuff. So you can't loan me nothing. All I'll say is if you ever loan me anything, I did try to warn you ahead of time. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, yes. And I have talked about this before with anyone watching. Like with materials like this, these are very easy to make quote unquote a mistake with. But like I said earlier, I'm not looking for this to look exactly the way that the subject does. It may look close. It's great if it can. But ultimately, what I'm trying to do is capture that light quality. Because that is difficult to get. If you can get the blending, if you can get the dimensions, if you can get all of those angles and make them convincing, and you don't need to make it look like nothing was blended, because it's painting. You want it to look like it's been worked on. If you're a perfectionist like that, and you know, I do and have done my fair share of digital, which you can achieve pretty perfect results with digital painting and art, illustration. Matter of fact, it's kind of soothing to know that you can do that. However, it is very rare. I'm not saying it can't happen, because I've seen, you know, there are definitely artists that can achieve it. But it is rare that you can do digital artwork and have it look as natural or flow the same way as something you do in a sketchbook or in a big work. You know, there's just something that doesn't get captured sometimes. Alright. Well, I think we're getting pretty near somewhere. Oh yeah, ladies and germs, this is coming up. I think looking at this even from a video angle, I'm starting to get a little bit pleased with the direction. I don't like to say often that this pleases me, but this pleases me. If I could say that the most creepy way possible, I would. But I don't got the concentration power to do it right now. Alright, we're just going to land that last little bit to indicate the chin. And then a little additional color off in the distance. To kind of show where that shoulder's going. Nothing big. So the stuff I'm using, the Liquitex matte medium, it extends any of this acrylic paint, makes it so that it stretches out a bit more, but I think more importantly it makes it so it's easier to blend, and so you can get good blending effects, especially when we start laying in much more with different colors, because there's a whole variety of the shit that we're about to get into. But I think I'm going to call it a night, because we actually did something, you know, fairly successful. That, and I probably shouldn't chance waking up too late for work again. The only way I can support this shindig is by making sure I'm still gainfully employed elsewhere. But yeah, we're going to call it good. I think she's a good start there. Hopefully, as the other ones were completed, I started getting a little faster and better on each one. And I think that's the direction this is going to go. Certainly on the other ones, I was not this far in just about an hour. So, yeah, I've got a good setup to get these done now. In any case, in any damn case, for the next time I'm on, I'm going to see about getting some video references up, perhaps, or I might just play Broforce entirely too long and not wind up painting at all. It's a 50-50 at this point, because I miss playing that game. In any case, yeah, if you've got any questions, suggestions, requests, go ahead and give me a message. Let me know, and we'll see about following up with those. But for right now, we're going to leave this as is. Again, I really appreciate you if you've come by to watch. Follow if you haven't, and we'll get back to it later. Thanks a lot.